to How to Deal When the Shit Gets Real podcast. I'm Rihanna.
And I'm Connie, and today we are doing our little closing comments with the cousins, and we're talking about our interview with Angie. I liked her a lot. I liked her earrings. She had very big earrings, guys. Very pretty flowers, because you guys have not seen them.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to see. They almost, I should have asked her. They look like they might have been plumeria, which is one of the main flowers in Hawaii.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like how much like her book and our podcast kind of jive together, because it's all about like how you are dealing with struggles, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is also probably why she reached out to us and was like, hey, we're peanut butter jelly. Let's do this.
Yeah. Well, and didn't she find us through somebody?
No, I think she just found us. I think she's like a listener and she just found us.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that she found us through one of our other guests, which would
she
be
might
cool
have.
Too.
I don't remember everything.
That's fine. There's too many people to keep track of.
We get a million emails. I'm lucky I know what day it is.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And the only thing I wish, like, I'm like, I want to go back to Hawaii now after talking to her, you know?
I know, right?
We didn't get to do near as many hikes, but we had a very short time. A week is pretty much nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a long time, you know. I had 3 years, and I still felt like I could have done more. But I mean, I did plenty. But
yes, you did.
I love how she kept it real and talked about even being like depressed and struggling with suicidal thoughts in Hawaii. Because I think so many people think that like, oh, if I'm just in a pretty place, I would be fine. But you're not.
And any place that you're at can be pretty. You know what I mean? Because even here in the suburbs of Chicago, there are like plenty of really beautiful parks, you know, like Starved Rock and stuff. There are plenty of beautiful places, but that doesn't mean you're always happy. Although you do get winter here, so you do have that winter depression.
Yeah, my mom struggles with that, with the winter blues. So it does make it harder, but I think a lot of people think like, oh, if I could just be on a beach, I'd be fine, and not necessarily.
And for some reason, I actually like the snow. I'm like, oh, it snowed. It's so pretty out. Like, it doesn't give me depression. It's more like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Look at the fresh snow.
I love snow. That's why I was so excited when I moved back here, and so many people were like, oh my God, like, don't you miss it? Don't you miss Hawaii? And I'm like, no, give me all the seasons. Give me fall. Like, it's hoodie weather right now. It's fantastic.
And look at your house and not the acreage. Like, no, don't miss a thing. Thank you.
Don't miss a thing. Nope.
Thank you, and good night.
Yeah, I got my experience. Now I'm here.
Well, but see, that's the other thing is there's a thing called travel. Well, and there's nothing that says that you won't go back to one of the different islands in Hawaii or go back to Oahu for fun. For funsies, maybe a friend moves out there. You never know what will draw you to other places.
And actually, one of the girls that I work with, who actually got me the job, and we lived in Hawaii together, she is actually they got orders to go back to Hawaii. So she's always joking with me. She's like, "You're going to come back and visit, right? You're going to come back and see me, right?" And I'm like, "Maybe it's a really long flight. So we'll see."
It is a flight. Yeah. I would go back. I want to go to the other islands, and Tom like fell in love with it for the guy who didn't want to go to Hawaii, which is hilarious.
It's because we showed him
guys,
a good time.
We were supposed to go to Paris. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And it's funny, guys. We went to Paris. We were supposed to go to Paris, and then that got canceled because of COVID. And Tom's like, let's just go to Florida. I was like, I don't want to just go to you're canceling Paris for Florida. That's not right, you know? Yeah. And then I found like $300 flights to Hawaii, and I was like, Hawaii it is. Oh, wait, guess who else is in Hawaii? My cousin. Sounds like a great time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway.
But yeah, poor Angie had been through the ringer, bad relationships, losing her dad. Her dad wasn't even really connected with her. Like, she laid it all out on the table, man.
I especially feel the losing the dad. I feel like I really understand the losing the dad part, because our grandparents were fucking phenomenal. Like, they were not just like your standard grandparents, at least not to me.
No, I think so too. And I feel the same way even about my grandparents my grandma and grandpa Vic. I feel the same thing about them on that side of my family.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I was over at grandma and grandpa's all the time. They
Yeah,
might
you
as well
guys
have
were.
been a second set of parents to
Yeah.
me, Luke and Mitch.
Yeah, absolutely. You
So
guys were there all the time. Absolutely.
I think she is right. And I think she is right that people like brush over death a lot. Like you're just supposed to get over it. And it's true that I
Yes.
don't. Like I still think of grandpa. I will forever think of grandma. I think of grandma, especially when I look at Theo a lot, because in my mind, like she gave me Theo. Theo is from my grandma. Cause like, I don't know if you've seen this reel on, on Instagram or TikTok where it's like they say if your baby has a stork bite, somebody from heaven gave them that like mark,
Yeah.
and like Theo has like two. So in my mind, it's grandma and grandpa.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And even like she talked about, it's not even just death either. It's relationships, it's friends, it's anything that you lose. Like everybody's like, "Oh, just get over it, move on." And it's like it doesn't work like that.
You have to, and it's true that there are like reels out there saying like, oh, mourn the person you were before a baby, because it's true, your whole life changes after you've had a baby. You are now responsible for creating a responsible human being. Your days of drinking like a crazy person are behind you if you are a responsible human or parent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like things have changed now for forever
Well, and,
because
and
you
it even
have,
happens too when you get married. When you get married, it's a whole
oh
different
yeah,
story too. Those
whole
are
different
all
ball
shedding
game.
layers. Yeah, different things happening that you have to grow and get used to.
Oh yeah. And like I remember buying a house that was like very different for me too.
Yep.
Like going from like being a college student to like owning our own home, that was like definitely like shedding a layer, becoming more responsible and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and even seeing the different, like when we bought a house, it made me see the difference in generation because my parents were freaking out, like, oh, you can't buy a house without seeing it. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand how much this happens in the military. Like, 90% of people
And
buy
I
a
have
house
to.
and they don't see it. Like, I understand it makes you nervous, but we have to trust our realtor.
Yeah. That's, you just got to roll with it, especially now with this market. You have to just go and buy whatever you can. And half the people are just renting or buying just by picture because that's how quickly houses are moving right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And we were 5,000 miles away. What the hell was I supposed to do? I'm not flying here just to see a
Just
house
to
that
see
I'm
a
probably
house.
not going to get.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is how to deal when shit gets real. We hope you like our bonus episodes, and we'll see you all next episode.